Okay, this is a marriage breakup working. First of all, I will reiterate what I always say at the beginning of these kind of spell videos, that I actually do not take a lot of these cases on. Uh, so it's just to let you know that I really do check into the backstory, and I will use my divination techniques to see what you're saying. If it ties in with what my cards are saying, because people do lie just to get the spell done. So yeah, I do check, and I will judge if number one, if the working is sincere. No, if the breakup is called for, and if it's genuine, it's not coming from a place of just malice. uh I personally do not believe in karma, but I just think, to break up a marriage for no real reason is something that I won't do. Some people may do that, but I will not do that. Also, it's something that takes a lot of time. Well, in most cases, it takes time because it's a vow, it's an exchange before a spiritual being, God, uh, or if it's not in this case, it's not a religious marriage. It's a different one. It's a civil kind of marriage, so there's no higher, you know there's no spiritual person, if you know what I mean. That's I don't know if I'm making myself sound clear, but anyway, excuse me at the minute. I have got something in my eyeball, my eye. Oh, it's itchy. Anyway, all that to say that yes, I looked into the situation. Yes, it is. What the lady told me is correct, and we're going to go ahead with it. And what I've got is two puppets that I made. One, and I've used black yarn, so one with the dress is the female, obviously, and the one with the trousers. Yeah, I'm not very artistic, but what can you do? It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's just something that represents, male, female. You could just use the photographs if you're doing this. So I have asked Santísima Muerte, and I've called her and I've explained everything from what the client told me, and we've passed it to her. So now the white thread, that is the bond. So that is the bond that holds them together. This is going to be like a cut and clear, but this is it's more to represent that bond being severed. You know, there's really only one way to do it, and that is doing it this way. You could mentally visualize, the two of them. I always like clients to visualize. You could visualize in your mind the two of them with just like a wall between them, something like that. Use your imagination. Anyway, I need to get on. This is a petition stroke divorce petition that I printed off the internet. There's blank divorce petitions on the internet that you can download and print off, and I put the names on the petition. And also, if you've got photographs or names, put them in, stuff the doll with them. If you have tag locks, little links, hair, DNA, anything like that, stuff the dolls, or just put it in the working. So I'm going to be using a black box like this one. Easy to get. You could use a jar, of course, but I just wanted to do something different. So I've also got the petition on this, and I've basically said that their love is no more. So take your scissors. Now you need to make a statement of intent. So I sever your bond. I break your marriage. From this moment on, you are apart. So in the astral, I have already created this. So it's just keeping positive and keeping and knowing that this will come to pass. I've already created it in the astral by doing this. So I'm removing that. We are all, again, this is just my opinion, but I feel that we are all linked to people, and we've got cords. So this is what the cutting of the cords means. Okay, and that's the divorce petition, and fold that like so. I'm going to get the box. Now, I'm going to line this box with some cayenne. Over there. Okay. And I'm going to put her facing downways and him facing upways. You don't want them to be beside each other, looking into each other's faces kind of thing. That's not what we want. Actually, I'll put the petition in so they're lying on top of that little petition as well. Okay. Sorry, it's very difficult to see this. Everything's black, but so he's upright because he's the one that we want to call back, and she's down. Okay, so we're turning her life upside down. A little bit of cat and dog hair, just so that we can get them to argue and fight, not get along. Some sulfur. Sulfur sticks so much. It's a real nightmare at times. Oh, come on. What is wrong? Okay. Sulfur and black salt. This black salt is for breakups, negative situations. Okay, let's see. Separation. So always visualize in your mind's eye. See it happening. Know it will happen. A little breakup mix. I will go into these mixes and how I make them at a later date. This giant cardigan is slowing me down. My partner bought me this goofy shirt, and I really he insisted that I wear it sometimes. So to make him happy, I put it on. I feel like a nitwit. Okay, destruction powder. Because we want to wreck the relationship. We don't want to harm this guy, but we really want to wreck this relationship. Okay. No. Just trying to get the right oils. So no communication. This is like a stop communication oil. So they will not communicate. It's over. Completely over. That's reconciliation. That's certainly not what we want. This is banish. I'm going to put that on her. Get rid of her. Okay, so I'm going to put more chili powder. It's actually cayenne powder all over the top of them. Sorry for my arm being in the way. Knotweed is good because knotweed is good to yeah, it's good to stop them in their tracks. Should I? Yeah, I will. I'll put some knotweed in. I have some left. I'm just trying to locate it. One moment. Oh, stretching's not good. Okay, so I'm just going to pop some. Okay. Let's have a look. I think I've got an adequate amount of stuff in there. Yeah, I'll put a little bit more of this mix. This is it's chili, it's cayenne mixed together. It's basically an argument mix. Okay, so the work actually begins. I mean, writing up the spell begins the work, etc. But when I actually work on the box, when I sit with it at night, that's when a lot of what you don't see, if you know what I mean. But I'm explaining to you what I do, and basically, when I bind this box up, I will light a black candle. I put it on Holy Death's altar, and when I get 10 minutes, I will sit with it and I will call for what we want to happen for the justified breakup of this couple. Okay, so before I forget, is there anything else I need to put in here? Yeah, I could pop a few pins in here just to sharp things. Just to get, you could put glass, anything along those lines, just to make everything really uncomfortable. Okay. Graveyard dirt, that will call an ending on the relationship. The graveyard dirt is to kill the relationship. Okay. I'm going to leave it there until it is done. And I'm going to bind the box up. And this box will go to the cemetery because of the nature of this working. Okay. So there's nothing between you both. It is over. It is done. Divorce, end of marriage. That is the only thing left. You will not see eye to eye ever again. From this moment on, it is over. There is no love left, only hate. All you do is argue and fight. It is over. It is over permanently. And so it is done. I'm going to tie that in 3 little knots. 1, 2, 3. Okay, a little anointed candle to go on top of that. And that will sit on her altar, like I said. And I'll burn a black candle down every night I'm working on it. And it'll be deployed, like I said, in the cemetery. So I don't know how long I'm going to give this. I really don't know. I'd say probably a month working on it because of its nature. Yeah, probably a month, to be honest with you. Marriages are not a fast, it's not a fast working spell. It does take time because of family connections, things like that. So things have to be tidied up in the actual real world. But once this has been done, the breakup is, in my opinion, the breakup has happened in the astral plane. And if you keep your mind focused and positive and see in your mind's eye the two of them gone, part of company and stuff, that will manifest. But you must keep a good mindset. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I was going to look at a couple of cards that drew these earlier. So communication, where did that come from? I think you and him, when you're together, you're good together. I think this moon card, I always think of fate when I see that card, and I think the decision, that's crossroads, that's all about decisions, and he needs to make a decision. I think he will make a decision. At the minute, it's a struggle for him. That mountain tells me life is just a plod up a hill. There's communication that's making his life difficult, so maybe the whole situation is just too much. But the solution, that key is telling me the solution is there. Where's the other ones? Where did they go? Oh wow. I feel you will hear good news with regards to something that's going to go wrong with regards to their relationship. The scythe, that's about a swift, fast cut in something. So I think what will happen quickly. There'll be gossip with regards to this. And I feel this woman, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel this woman is childish in her behavior and sneaky. The fox describes her as being sneaky and cunning, childish. And I think he will see that. Finally, he will realize that. If that doesn't resonate with you, I think it will in time, because the fox card, it really does indicate a woman that is really underhand and sly and all the rest. But I do believe that he will make a decision. Again, it's impossible to give you a timeline as to when things will come together. It's impossible to say anything that is things are never, like, I keep repeating myself by saying things are not written in stone, but it's so true. Any good spell worker will tell you that nothing is, number one, guaranteed, or number two, they won't give you a time stamp, a timeline. It's impossible to give a timeline. You can give what an average time scale is for most of your clients, but you really need to keep tabs on people, and some people are so hard to keep track of. It's impossible to give a, actually I forgot to read these, to give you an actual answer. You know what I mean? I always get, can you give me a guarantee? And the answer is nope. There's no guarantees. Sorry. I can guarantee that I'll do your spell and I'll put every piece of effort into it. That's for sure. But I will not guarantee results. That's unethical. And the other thing is, people always want to know success rates, like I mentioned, and it's just really hard to keep up with clients. So I don't have the time to measure my success rate, but I have quite a few return clients. I would say, pulling it out of my bottom, about 70% are return clients. These are Doreen Virtue, I think, cards, and they're oracle cards. So I will read these for you. I actually nearly forgot. So the first card is pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So ask you just a word of, being careful what you say, who you say things to, that sort of thing. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to show. That's important. Getting too serious is not a good place with someone that you want to be with. Oh wow, we've got actually really good cards. True love, reconciliation, and soulmate. I was expecting them to be positive, but this is taking it up a notch. So yeah, I'm pleased, really pleased that these cards came out for you. So, like I said, you visualize your future, what you want to see in your mind. Just take a few minutes out of your day or at bedtime and just see in your mind how you want things to work out. And that will really help. So it will, and he will feel that. So that's what I've got. houseofmagick@gmail.com. You're welcome to like, share, subscribe. Speak to you all soon.